The Darkholme Chronicles is an actual play, noir superhero podcast for mature audiences, based on the City of Mist role-playing game by Amit Moshe. Content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions and include profanity, violence, and sexual references. An 18-plus audience is recommended.
Everyone's looking around. Maybe just it starts to trickle of water is running down the street.
Nice.
And then more water just...
That's flash flood, though. And I didn't pull flash flood.
You mean when you invoked your weakness and rolled a 4?
Oh, okay.
Should I go ahead and continue what I was doing now?
But you know I'm paying attention.
But it's very cinematic.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, shall I?
I'm seeing it.
You seeing it? Great. And then more water. Detritus, filth, muck, a dude on a sofa, a little car, and then just, now water is up to your ankles, but then when you look out, you can see that there's a big-ass wave of water coming, just with a huge black cloud storm behind it. What do you guys do?
All of us?
Yeah.
I yelled, "Get in the car!"
You want to get in the world's second smallest car. A smoking...
I mean, I'm already in that.
It's true. All right. Great.
I don't feel like this is something that's going to be outrun. I think I probably would dive in back into the bar.
I think
And try to like, gather our people and like I'm not
I think Esco is not in his mind at all, almost sort of looking at this beating heart and just kind of speaking under his breath a sort of a different kind of guttural language. But as he like starts to steam more and like more of this water pools around his ankles, he comes kind of back to himself and he says, "Love, what's this?"
She doesn't answer.
He like grabs her and like following you, runs back in the bar.
I'm going to try and drive away.
Nice. I'm going to attempt to give all of you drowned 3. Nope, drowned 3 is too much. Waterlogged 3. Roll face danger. Whatever you got, that'll help
Me?
you. Everybody.
Yeah.
You're in your car, so anything that you can do in the car, great. The rest of you, anything you can do, I will give folks in the building a bonus of +1.
I might roll as a child seer for I often have to avoid flash.
Do it.
Kids! We gotta go in an inside closet!
Sorry.
No.
Sounds like everyone just rolling straight.
And we don't
I
have
can't do
a
shit.
we don't have a
In a
minus.
car?
You have no bonus. People that have gone in the building, I'm giving you a bonus of 1.
Okay.
I will call it building.
I'm in a car. Alright, fine. I rolled 7.
Running a wall of
And we're
water.
doing face danger?
Yes, face danger.
Can I use ninjutsu to try to move myself into the...
Oh, I got a 5.
Ooh, that's a bad
No,
mess.
more, well.
Okay. And I'm also using my super strength to, like, propel myself to wherever I need to go.
First off, I didn't know you had super
I
strength,
do.
but this is the time for it. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
absolutely.
Yeah, okay. And you said face danger?
Yeah, face danger.
Mild success, 9. You got a +3 on that? Nice.
Oh boy, it sounds like Diego's rolling straight, huh?
Yeah, I did it. What's saying?
Sure works. Eska didn't do it.
Nope.
That reminder.
Maybe he like threw Suki
Yeah.
into the bar.
Right?
No, very heroic.
Very heroic.
It sounds like you.
Pour it all over
I
his
was
head.
just trying to justify in my head some sort of way of like using the force blast to like redirect the water coming behind us, but it sounds that doesn't feel very doesn't feel like that's gonna work. Face danger.
You're saving me that syllable. I appreciate it.
Oh, no.
I I definitely was sitting and thinking about doing it.
Oh yeah, no, you were being
They said,
swept
however
away.
that sentence ends is irrelevant.
Cogitating.
You're like,
You just stop right there.
Yep. I see what you're thinking. And no. Great. Wow. 7 to 9. I got 2 of them. All right.
I got a 9.
9.
I got 9.
Yeah.
7 to 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all mild success.
All right. And then 2 fails.
Yep.
Yep.
2 mild successes, 2 fails.
Kellerman. You. Nothing. Nothing. It just won't start. It
Come
won't fucking
on.
start. Yeah.
Now!
And then finally it fucking kicks in, just as water starting to like move the car just a little bit, like you feel it rocking.
Yeah.
And you fucking back out. You're like, it's underwater. Like you're worried about the engine just flooding out.
Yeah.
And then it catches, like, and just fucking hauls ass. I would say, like, Fast and the Furious style, but like, I mean Fast and the Furious 1, not when they get ridiculous.
Yeah.
So like you're like barely out running the water.
Yeah.
Like, and just going down a hill, the water's fucking just rolling behind you.
Like spin out.
Yeah, and it just water's just rushes past. People in the building.
Do I see Diego and Eska?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Into the
That's
car.
fair.
Listen.
I think Stevie. I think Eska's like sort of grabbed you and thrown you into the building and is.
That's it. Yeah, I get that image of like her throwing her in and then the water.
And then like a newspaper holder just whack, like just floats by and hits Eska, and Eska just like rolling down the street. Diego was already inside the door, so I think Diego, so you've got waterlogged 3. Do you have any physical damage?
Bruce 2.
Replace it with waterlogged 3. Diego, you're doing the same thing unless you have. What do you have?
I have wounded 3 because I got shot.
So now you have waterlogged 4. Something 4. So your 3 is combined to a 4. So let's give it. Drowned 4 is. I think regular mesh. Drowned would be 6. Hey, what's not quite drowned yet?
You already said waterlogged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Great, just go with waterlogged 4.
Unconscious?
Lung full of water.
Yeah, that's a lot to type though. I don't know, maybe less than waterlogged. Anyway, yeah, waterlogged 4 is good. That's what you got instead of wounded.
Instead of wounded?
Yeah, like you're still wounded, but really what's more important is that. So when you dive into the building, you think that you're good, and you're like, okay, Eska, and Eska's like, just being swept away, hitting poles, all sorts of stuff, getting washed
Getting
downstream,
messed up.
managing to grab around like a street lamp and hang on, being pummeled by water. You close the door, knowing you can't get to him. When I think the front window, which is usually closed, like just crashes in. Water sweeps you, a bunch of people in the bar, like against one wall. And then like water inside is just kind of holding you in place. Like you were literally worried about drowning. Just can't get up. There are bodies on you and
Inside the
bar.
Both inside the bar.
I know Eska's now floating down the
Yeah.
street.
Swept away, but you're inside the bar.
Yep.
Yes.
But got damaged.
Pinned against the wall.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
the
yeah.
rush of the water. Like, pinned against the bar.
Oh, how did Stevie escape harm?
I think Stevie was on the other side of the window, so I think all the water rushing in is like sort of Indiana Jonesy, like it's rushing in past her, going that way. And Diego was on the other side of the window, and it's kind of been pushed. So Stevie has got water like up to her knees, probably, maybe even thighs, but it's the force of this water is pinning.
I see.
Pinning Diego. But eventually Stevie comes to her senses. Rain stops. I think the water slowly stops feeding in. Starts dropping a little bit. And then Diego, you come up sputtering, hardly able to breathe. There are people coughing.
You're not sure everyone is totally going to make it, but you're not really in a place to do anything about it. Eska, the water starts dying down. You sort of hit the ground, also gasping for breath. What do you guys do?
Eska looks like a drowned rat.
Where is Eska?
Probably just probably not a full block down or anything. Probably. So you would have to, if you were coming back, you'll see Eska outside.
Yeah.
And motorcycles wash down the street, like cars, like it's a flash flood situation for sure.
See Eska's
drowned rat
body.
status, yeah. Probably like standing, still coughing, vomiting up water.
So I'd like pull up. Do you want to get in the car now?
Yeah, and he's just like, he's lost his shoe and just kind of limps and like flops over into the back
shot
seat.
and bleeding from my shoulder, and the car is like limping. Okay.
Diego and Stevie kind of wander out eventually. So I'll just hop in the car. What are you guys doing? Where are you headed? What's your plan? Big picture-esque. You can talk about it. So what are you guys doing?
Driving.
Not like not immediate. Like what's scene swipe.
Star swipe. Star fade.
Just rolling a star fade. I don't know where that kind of show. It's probably a smash cut. It's probably just
Jump cut.
So Stevie needs to go decompress. Like the whole like transition back into like normal life. It like she has to like bring that energy down, and so she goes swimming.
Goes where?
Swimming.
Oh.
Says peace out. So that was intense. I gotta go swimming.
bye.
Okay.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing?
I call Thursday. Have her come over and fix me.
Fix you?
Yeah.
What?
I do have a hot EMT that I could call.
Well, you got a better EMT and a less hot one, so let me fucking see these gunshots.
I know you're here, but
We're gonna go with the hot one, who's been on the job for 6 fucking months.
Right, bro.
You may fix me also if you like.
You need some help.
But yeah, I wanna for the professor and Diego.
sweet. While the fixing's happening, hey, Bart, give me the player's handbook. While fixing's happening, you want to talk about anything, figure anything? What's your next move? What do you want to do?
Well, what do we know that we didn't know before, except that
Where's
this
this
guy is
happening?
willing to rip people's hearts out?
I'm assuming this is
You all
happening
fucking
at
knew that.
this house.
He's like sewing up.
Sorry, are we
I
going back
don't
to your
know
place?
that I knew that.
Is this where we're at? Is your place?
Yeah, but you are swimming. I don't
Yeah,
have
no,
it.
Well, you've gotten to their place, so
Stevie
do you
definitely
literally,
knew
like,
that.
when they go in,
I
don't
can't
even
do
go
that.
into the
No,
house?
I just insist that they drop me off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Like, I do not say anything. I'm just like, I just need to go to the pool.
Sweet. You drop Stevie off at the pool. I'm assuming you drop Stevie
And we say,
off at
à la piscine. That means pool, not what you think it sounds like.
And just, like, so much, like, fuckery. Like, I'm just like... And then as I'm getting out of the
Stevie's
car, I'm
not in a
like,
joking mood.
No.
there's a reason why you're single, Professor. And then closes the door.
No kidding, I like it that way.
No, I really do, I swear.
No, really.
This is better for me.
So I do, like, once I... Once I do my laps, I do ask for a call. Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Poor.
player's handbook.
So once I get my laps done, then I am calm back down. I'm back to normal Stevie, and then I join them. I get a driver to drive me to their house.
Great, were you going to miss all of this?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
What are you fuckers recapping, figuring stuff out?
Well, as I said, did we actually gain any useful intel? Agents?
I don't think so.
Great. Well, that was great.
I think one of the few people that
That just cost me 1 Carmen Dia.
was around back then is not in a position to answer any questions. But
You can keep rubbing him on so you shut.
I mean, it would have been good, you know. I mean, he can't tell us much with his fucking heart ripped out.
Oh yeah, okay. And he would have, just shot you some more and shot you some more. That's a lot of what was happening.
Right, that's also
I'm glad
fair
to be
point.
alive. And
Yeah,
if
you're fucking
someone has
welcome.
their heart ripped out, I'm glad it's not mine. However, I think the only lead left here is this Anton character. If we can track him down,
Agreed.
he's been around long enough.
Oh, this should not be difficult. I mean, right?
It's just a matter of finding a fool, especially when a bunch of his crew just got killed. He might be a little more wary than normal.
Oh, he could be vengeful. If you go spying, he's probably vengeful. He smacked some gauze on there. Alright, Professor, you're up.
Ow.
Okay, be gentle, okay?
Yeah.
I know that's not your style.
As a matter of fact, it can be. He was just being a smart ass. He deserved it.
On my drive back over to their place, I would like to call the mayor to see if she knows any information about Anton.
Great. Drive back. What, are you taking an Uber?
No, my driver.
Oh, right. What's your driver's name?
Tony.
Tony the driver. He's great.
Wow. I'm not giving you props for that.
I was thinking Tony Danza.
You liked it? All right. Let's do a montage.
Montage.
Okay. Everything doesn't need to be French, man.
I mean, this word is French, so, you know,
Ah,
it kind of,
that's fair. Well, that is fair.
that's like au natural. Also French.
It is.
Better with the montage.
Montage.
Look up montage.
I don't know what it means.
No, it's a thing that happens in the game, Jackanapes.
Thank goodness Alex is here. The montage for us.
Geraud's like, you never given me patience.
Still good montage.
You're one of my dearest friends, but you make my stress levels go up so much. Like,
Oh, Geraud.
I feel bad about that.
I bet you don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to search the web.
Whenever you guys have some downtime, you can choose one.
Yeah.
One. Oh, you remembering? Remember when you read through the book and learned?
I
all
watched the
those?
videos.
That's right, you did. You know I was talking shit, but you totally did. You probably did more prep than anyone but Alex.
And I almost remember what he said about this.
Give you credit too fast.
I remember that he said a thing about this.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. This thing in particular.
201.
Tell me.
You can give attention to one of your Logos themes. Tell everyone at the table how you do it and what you do and mark attention on that theme. That's the way that you can go up in level. 2, you can work the case. You can tell everyone at the table how you do it and gain 3 clues with a method and a source based on your description. So what 3 questions do you want answers to in essence? 2, you can explore your mythos. Tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore and how you do it. Gain a clue with a method and a source based on your description and mark an attention. Again, that's how you can go up in level. 4, you can prepare for your next activity. Tell everyone at the table how you prepare and choose one. Recover all your burnt tags, no one had any. Or gain 3 juice with a method based on your description. You can choose from the effect improvements under change the game. Or lastly, recover from your last activity. For each ongoing status still affecting you, the MC will tell you if and how it can be reduced during your downtime, and by how many tiers. Alternatively, the MC, that's me, can allow you to reduce any or some of your statuses by 1 tier for each relevant tag you have. The 4 of you, pick one of these things. Talk amongst yourselves if you need
Like collectively or individually?
No,
Individually.
Okay.
I already know. Lamely, I'm going to reduce the gunshot wounds.
That's lame.
Yeah.
So what's
But I
your
am
wound?
shot.
What are you at? Shot 3.
3.
All right. Yeah. Let's say because Eska is a medic, I don't think Eska can get you down to 1. So let's drop you to wounded 2.
Wounded 2.
And the escalation of those physical tags up to the point where they then would be at 6 is like dead, or
6 is dead. 6 takes you out of the game. Whatever that 6 is. Maybe it's temporary. If I'm feeling real
Like, for
good.
instance, Racer, is it S6?
15.
Just as a point of
pretty much
reference.
Done.
Or you might say,
15,000.
he's been sixed. That's what we say.
Deep 6.
Oh, yeah.
With Eska's help
Fix you
or
up.
Aowen's help, I don't really care. You tell us. You get a little bit of a help with your gunshot wounds, get patched up a little bit. I'll drop it down to wounded 3.
Take what you can get.
Were you not happy with that? Do you want something better?
Better.
No, I'm fine.
Sure. Because I was considering going up 1 instead. So either way you would like to do it.
What, like incompetent?
You decide to have sex with her instead of healing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you pull a Hammy.
Then
Rupture
again.
is just-
Now you have embarrassed 5. She's like, well, you're not as adventurous as I thought. And
Yeah.
then she just sort of walks out. She looks at your phone and then she takes her number out.
Jesus.
And then
You
you're
guys see your phone
lonely
for a
5.
She can't find her name because she's
Yeah.
like hot EMT.
It says hot EMT blocked.
I definitely called you and they went over to
Your shitty place? You taking it to your place?
No.
my hobbies is not shitty.
Your place is.
I thought we were
shitty.
all going to Caliban.
You're not
No,
outside
this
of
is
my
the
house.
montage.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
montage.
So
You're
you go
doing all the
home to
stuff.
get healed.
You keep that stuff at home.
Right. Alright.
It's not,
Eska,
brothel.
Stevie.
So I'm either exploring the mythos or working the case. There's part of me that thinks I should be exploring the mythos because like it just blew up.
But you already called
on
the
me.
mayor, right?
Yeah, I already called the mayor, so I'm. There's part of.
The mayoress.
Well, you haven't called the mayor yet. Like, that was your intent, but
Now
we're putting that in the montage, so. That's up to you. Either one of those things. So that makes sense.
Maybe I think it might be too early to explore the mythos because I already have an attention there, and so let's slow play it just a little bit. So I'm going to work the case.
Alright?
So calling the mayor and
It would be funny if John the Mayor was a recurring character in every.
You should bring John the Mayor back. I like John the Mayor.
so I'm calling the mayor. I'm calling Shaylee.
Shaylee Quartermain. Mayor.
And I explained to her why I asked her to send police officials, authorities, and explained what our deal was, and then told her about Anton, and asked that she do some research. She put out her feelers to see if she can find anything about Anton,
I mean, that's the person to ask right there.
right?
He's a business owner, like in the city.
Sort of business owner.
Do you need me to roll something or just?
No, not all. You got 3 clues. Give me 3 questions. I will give you straight up answers if I can at all.
Where does Anton live?
Live? Jesus Christ.
Go right
Go
for
right
it.
to
Does
it.
he like chocolate?
Is he really the head of the quickie mart?
Really? Him?
Let's see.
Thank you. Come again.
Anton. Where's Anton live? What kind of shit is that, man? Bring the big guns.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
I just flash flooded into.
He doesn't live in the pipe.
He does not
Remember
live in
that?
the pipe. 4 people live in the pipe. Everybody lives between 2 highways.
it's near public transportation.
It's real close to public transportation. Yeah, I'm gonna say he lives. He lives in the atrium. Well, the atrium's huge, Eska. So look it up. There's probably 47 neighborhoods in there.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But she gives you the address for someplace in northern part of the Yttrium.
Okay. And so he was the owner of the Shooting Star Celebration, whatever, flooded.
Superstar Bar and Grill?
Yeah, he was the owner of it. Mm-hmm. Does he have a rap sheet?
Yes. He get.
I wanted to know specific.
No, I can say some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it on his rap sheet?
That's still part of question 2, I think. So he is a bunch of petty crime stuff. Though he is, if not one of the leaders of Gork army. Yeah, big Anton Gork. He's the son of the leader of the Gork army, Alphonse Gork. Bunch of stuff, aiding and abetting, gun running, bunch of things he's suspected for but hasn't been convicted of. Few things, minor drug possession charges, stuff like that. He spent probably a total of about 3 or 4 years in jail, but not much more.
Does he own a Mustang? Don't answer that.
Yes.
No. What else should I ask?
What's the connection with hospital guy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know that, like, me asking the mayor would be able to answer that.
Right. No.
Well done.
None of it be work. Like, this is a conversation. This is,
So maybe, like, is Anton known to do this type of damage to people?
Luther level damage?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Good question.
Do this amount of damage, usually someone just disappears. There's a lot of people that the Gork army has probably done away with. There's no evidence to it, but this sort of horrific thing, because it wasn't just Luther, there were 11 people killed at this same place where Luther was found.
Okay. So is he likely to retaliate?
Luther? No, Luther's
Anton.
not doing anything ever again.
Anton.
Oh. For you guys?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Wait, what was that last?
Is Anton likely to try to retaliate?
And the answer is yes.
Yeah, probably.
Where do we know where Luther was damaged?
No.
Okay.
Although that seems like something we could have been able to find out from the old records.
No one asked. You guys didn't do any really. No one knew who Luther was until you got to the hospital. And then your investigation sort of stopped when you were trying to figure out things about the hospital itself. Nobody actually went back now that you know who he is. And
That might be an interesting thing to find clues out about.
it would be an interesting thing to find clues about.
Montage!
Want to recover the waterlogged.
What do you get, waterlog 3?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have before then? You get shot?
Bruised. I was bruised.
Oh, just from fighting? Let's give bruised ribs 2.
Mm-hmm.
Newspaper boxes selling into temporary bruises.
True words.
And then pushed at high velocity by
Yeah.
walls of water.
You get hit by a refrigerator. Nobody likes that. Alright. Nice.
What was Caliban doing?
Recovered.
Everybody recovers
Oh,
except for you.
okay.
You're the only one doing the job. You're the only one working the case. Everyone else fending for themselves.
I've been at 3.
So the net result of this whole thing is that we find out about this Alphonse character and are likely to get murdered by him.
Well, Anton. Alphonse is the father.
Oh, right. Sorry. Anton. Right.
And that's, left to your own devices. Maybe you can talk to him or something. Maybe you can beg Anton for your life or, I don't know, things like that. Maybe you can pay him. Make him a pie.
I mean, I make him mean escargot.
You can maybe just pick him up, or fry him or whatever.
Yeah, do it, saute.
A little garlic and butter.
Yeah.
Puff pastry.
Oh, I like it.
What?
Mwah.
Ugh. Like a stale Pop-Tart. or
Don't
something.
like it? Yes.
Nice.
Like a snail Pop Tart.
That is yummy. All right. Great. You guys come back together at some point next day, 2 days, with you guys are feeling a little bit better while you guys are resting up or whatever, or talking to someone you like. Stevie was doing some work, gathering a little bit more information about Anton, which I'm assuming you share with everyone. Great. Let everybody know what the dealio with this person is. What do you guys?
So, how did they know who I was?
Did they?
Well, before, when he had a heart,
He flicks that bandage.
ow,
Can't wait, I can take care of it for you.
that little, she took care of me alright.
She's going to rip this out, I'm going to tell you right now. It's not going to be pretty.
That fool recognized me.
Mm.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Which fool? The dead one?
Yes.
Maybe it's because you're wielding an axe all over town. Could that be it?
I don't wield my axe all over town.
I-
Most people don't. Have
He's
never.
discreet about it.
Yes. Just ask Galen.
Can't just whip that thing out.
Laughter's the best
For being
medicine, I believe.
discriminate, you know.
So do you feel joy that they're healing themselves through laughter? Meanwhile, Anton is out there getting ready to shoot us, so...
I'm not really in the business of making enemies.
How do you know that he recognized you?
I just know.
Well, that's not mysterious at all.
Hey, I take your word. Hey.
And as soon as I was identified to him, everyone turned their guns at me. So that led me to believe that during our dark time, perhaps I had a run-in with these guys. Or maybe more than one.
You got any gunshot scars?
Got a bunch of scars that I don't know where they came from.
That's interesting. So probably if you show up at Anton's house, this probably...
Well, they didn't recognize me when I came in the bar. But they recognized me whenever the axe came out.
It's fairly good signifier. I mean, you are one of one. That I know of anyway. I mean, maybe it's just your reputation precedes you or something? It's
Do you believe...
that's strange.
Do you believe that if you show up at Anton's house that... Well, I guess he wouldn't necessarily recognize your face. But if he saw the axe, that it would incite some sort of response from him.
I guess it would be guns drawn again.
You chastise me about ripping out people's outside.
Well, it would have been good to talk to them and find out.
Yeah, you can walk up and talk to them, put a bullet right between your eyeballs. Put 3 in your gut already.
I mean, I can go up and ring the doorbell and use my natural charm and see and play the ignorant Frenchman.
Do you think it's best to go alone?
That's how I operate.
Maybe send Aska with
Remember?
you as well. Oh, yes, I've seen you in action.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yes. Maybe Aska or I.
Perhaps we could try to get some eyes on him and dictate the terms of the meeting rather than going and knocking on his door.
I think that is probably a good idea.
How would we do that and not in the spy game?
Well, I'm not working for MI6 either, but I know some people on the police force. We could say he's a person of interest.
They would do that for you.
Sure.
Wouldn't you think that he's already a person of interest? They're already watching him.
Right, but they might be able to tell us where he actually is. I mean, we have his home address. I don't know if half of his crew and his restaurant's been destroyed, and he's just sitting at home twiddling his thumbs.
Well, he's definitely on the lookout for you, and
Most likely all of us.
well, I'm
If any of us-
pretty innocuous,
I am not.
I was a Frenchman in a car, we're everywhere.
They might not even know that you were French. But they would have recognized me, I would suppose.
Yes.
You talk to a table full of people who recognize you.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, I'm the least recognizable figure.
So,
Plus, I'm not threatening.
fair enough.
So it sounds like you need to check in with your police contacts and then potentially send our French man over to get to know the man.
I don't know what the pretense is. Maybe offering him information. And put my feelers out. Also to see how big of a hard on he has for us.
That's fair. I mean, I feel pretty safe, so, but more information is always good.
Yeah, I just don't want to walk around looking over my shoulder all the time.
Well, how else are you going to see death?
Unfortunately, I don't think that's something that we can necessarily avoid right now.
By the way, I mean, when I meet with him, what am I saying exactly?
Like, hey.
What you doing there, guy?
Just that strikes me suddenly. I don't.
Well, that's what I mean. We need to work up.
Right.
If they're trying to find out information around us, maybe you offer said information.
I see. A false lead, of some kind.
Well, if we think through this, we were there outside of his bar when that photo was taken. And so we're trying to collect evidence or information about what would have happened during that time period.
Presumably he knows you too.
Yes, understood. But if we're trying to collect information from him, that would be interesting information to collect. I don't think I am necessarily the person to do that.
Is it a false presumption that he doesn't know me? Then maybe.
Maybe he does know you. Maybe he was there. Maybe he took the photograph.
This is weird because we are operating blind. We are the ones who don't remember. That makes it difficult.
Yeah. Well, we gotta find the people who do.
Without getting our hearts ripped out. Or equivalently dying.
Well, we're not gonna send you in there without having eyes on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I am not worried.
Yeah, then I guess maybe using Roddy's help to change the game for the investigation is the thing that would make the most sense.
Sweet. What them tags, fool?
So I need to roll to change the game first.
Yep.
And so then I would use Roddy's Seer of the Mist. And maybe also my Relentless, I can't let it go tag.
Sure. Just know if you use it here, you can't use it for the investigate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
That's right. So,
That's because these are linked things. Hey, what are you doing?
Here's a game. 11.
Sweet. How many tags did you use?
2.
That's 2 juice, baby. So you can
Um,
create story tag, burn a power tag. You don't really have any power tags to burn, nothing to reduce. So, yeah, you're mostly trying to create some tags here. You got more than a 10, so 2 of these things, some of those 3 things could work. Scaling it up, prolonging the effect, hiding the effect, but I don't think you need them. My guess is that you're either creating 2 separate story tags or you're creating a story tag at a status of 2.
yeah, I think it's creating a story tag.
What?
2.
Is the tag? So yeah, you talk to Roddy, you probably go play a little chess with him or something. Tell him what's up, he gives you some insight. It's interesting enough, but not interesting enough that it deserves its own scene, I think. I think you just sort of gather some stuff from him and then call some of your peeps. So, what do you want this status to be?
Guided by intuition.
Sweet. Take guided 2. So in essence, he's helping you figure out some of the questions to ask. Like, you're like, I gotta find the thing. He's like, that's not the right question.
Right.
And then when you start talking to some of your police contacts and figuring stuff out about the underworld things, you got a little bit more stuff. So, make an investigate roll. What things are you using? You can add that +2 in.
So, it's using the system
Mm-hmm.
and the underworld knowledge.
Yep.
And then I will use my other advantage.
See? +4.
And then that's the guided thing is gone, right? Or did
Yes.
I just use one? Yeah.
13?
13.
Wow.
Nice.
That's 4 clues. You get 4 questions.
4 questions.
You can talk amongst yourselves. Figure out these 4 questions.
Yeah. So
You're doing this over probably, this sounds like the course of a day or 2. Ask your questions ask your questions first. I got 2 things to do and then we'll wrap it up.
What was Anton doing during the absence?
The gap.
yes.
The gap.
What was he about then?
Ten years ago, Anton Gorick and the Gorick army were relatively small. They were growing. That's about the time that Anton started taking a more active hand in the group. His rap sheet got thinner. I don't know if that's the right term, but like fewer convictions, but also more things. It also seemed like maybe he was kind of cleaning up his act. So, some point around the gap, he actually bought the Superstar Bar and Grill from the person who owned it before, some baseball player that the place is named after.
Mike Sprout.
Mike Sprout. Mike Stout.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, as far as anyone can tell, for the most part, that's about when Anton went legit. No cop actually believes he went legit. It's just it's the same pattern that happens when anyone else moves up in an organization. They're doing less hands-on stuff.
Taking more control. He's not implicated in the petty stuff that they're doing day to day.
No.
Protected by,
the scrubs are going to take them off of that.
Yep.
but also doing things to legitimize being able to move their money around, drive trucks around.
Yeah.
So his rise to power.
Yep. That's the idea.
Sum up. Okay. Second question was,
Why is Anton looking for the guy with the axe?
what is the connection? Yeah.
As far as you know, Anton's not looking for a guy with an axe.
You have no idea where that connection comes from. There's no hits, as far as you know. There's no, when you look at underworld sort of bulletins, there's no, give me information on the axe guy. Nothing. Anton's never put anything out about an axe guy ever.
Okay.
Threat level status for us after the incident at the bar. From him.
Nothing at all, which is suspicious unto itself. No hits, no questions about anything. As far as you know, no one's putting any feelers out, no undercover people, at least not that they're willing to tell you, but as far as you can tell.
No one's asking questions about the people at the bar.
And his connections to people in the photo.
Nothing direct at all. I'll give you another question. Other than the photo being taken at that spot, no, take it back. I got something for you. It didn't go external at all, so not long after that photo was taken, one of the things that Roddy helped you with to formulate, like, you're just asking the wrong question. What actually happened is some point around maybe a year before the gap ended, so like 10 years ago, 10.5 years ago, there was actually an attack on some Gork army members in the Superstar Bar and Grill. They didn't own it yet, but they were pretty prominent there. And Anton was already a partner. Silent partner for the most part, but no one knows exactly why. What was particularly of interest to some of the police was that this thing happened and nothing really happened afterwards. There were a few people that were asking about a couple folks related to the incident, but information about that is sketch. It's like 10, 11 years ago. But the big thing is that there were no retaliations planned.
No one knew why the attack happened?
Nope.
What prompted it?
No, the only thing that people know for certain is that it happened at the bar with no retaliation. That generally means that either it was someone more powerful than Anton and Alphonse, and they were afraid to make a move, and that was one of the things that was getting out in the community. Like, oh shit, they're not going to do anything about it, but they didn't do anything about it. The other thing that's a little weird about it is it seemed to be really specific. So there's not a whole lot of info on the attack itself. There's not a whole lot of old timers that are from that time. But the attack did happen sort of in the middle of the day, and it seemed to be very messy. So it wasn't like, oh, we're just going to go in and there's two people we got to beat up.
Indiscriminate?
Yeah, it was. Word on the street is it was a message, but no one knows a message from who. People are assuming that Anton or at least Alphonse knows who the message was from because they didn't do anything about it. So apparently the message was delivered and understood. That's what word on the street is from about that time period.
Okay. Got those juicy.
Right plum. Stevie. All this seems like forever. It's been literally 2 days. Monday, you know that your swim had gotten canceled. You probably swam anyway. What about your day? Doing stuff for the investigation. Diego, you're gathering this information at this time. You'll probably share with people later today, tomorrow. You two do whatever the fuck you do. I don't know or care.
Had a great time.
Perfect. Stevie, you laying in your bed. Gary, go to sleep. There's a knock on your door. You look at your clock. It's like 1 in the morning. Nah, it's not that late. What time do you go to bed?
11.
Ooh, later than I would suppose.
Yeah, especially for someone so old.
Yeah, I know. Like really old people usually go to bed.
Man, old people are getting their rest. They need it, you know.
I take naps.
Oh, I see. You had
I'm
a good
retired.
nap
I can
that
do
day.
whatever the hell I want.
True words. Yeah, it's probably around midnight. It's a knock on the door. You look at the time, but before you can do anything about it, the door kicks open. You feet on the ground. I don't know if you got any security or a baseball bat or something. I don't know what you got. Doesn't really matter because the people who walk in.
Super strength.
She also has super strength. People who walk in don't seem like they're particularly aggressive other than having kicked your door in.
That's pretty aggressive.
I mean, you know, it's just how you say hello in some places.
Just saying.
One guy, small, wearing a dress shirt, vest, fedora. One of those, like, sharp fedoras, like...
And an Elton John wig. Sorry.
What?
What does that look like?
I don't know.
I don't know, but that's a great one.
came in
That's
my
the
head.
brand, I guess. There's 2 people bigger, but not like massive. They're not huge at all. In trench coats, also fedoras, softer, felt
Yeah.
probably.
There.
And they're just standing. What are we doing? What?
We're just trying to identify which that's what I'm thinking right there.
Sure. Okay. Great. I like it. That's what it is. The littler guy smiles at you. He says, "Sorry about your door." But it's that smile that's like, you know, when you're being polite to the person that gives you coffee or whatever, there's no warmth. You don't know you were caring
care
about
about
your
your
door.
door.
You don't care about your fucking door.
An asshole.
Mr. Anton Gorek would like to speak with you.
No.
Well, delightful. Let me put on my clothes and I'll be on my way.
Absolutely. He wants me to make sure to tell you that no harm will come to you. He really just would like a chat. He turns around. The other 2 people do not.
And how will my door be secured? I don't want people rifling through my things.
He pulls out his phone, says, "Send Johnny up." He's like, "Johnny will secure the place. Nobody will fuck with your stuff while he's here."
Very well. I've got my jeans and my red lipstick and...
As you head out, Johnny is a big fucker, and he's just standing in front of the door. And then he will look at you guys when you walk out. And they just sort of escort you down the elevator. Into their car. It's a nice big Buick. Silver. Yeah, we're breaking stereotypes. Yeah, nice silver Buick. You get in the back seat. Thugs get in the back seat. Squirrely guy gets in the front. Drives. You're assuming Johnny was the driver. They drive you into Riverside. You pull in front of a hotel, the Epoch Hotel. I don't know if you've ever been there, and I don't know why you would, but it's a nice hotel. Very nice.
There's a movie premiere there.
Sure, probably. Actually, very likely. Again, everyone gets out of the car.
They go up the elevator, 87th floor. Doors open, right in the middle of this really, really, actually ornate sort of foyer. Big planters, live plants. They lead you to, there are like 4 or 5 rooms off this foyer. Doors closed. They lead you to one of them. Open it. It's really nice inside. Sit you down. The squirrely guy says, "So, Mr. Gork would like to speak to you and all your friends. We're hoping that you could have them meet us here." I see, I know. Look, word holds. At worst, you guys get knocked around a little bit. That's at worst, and that's only if Mr. Gork really cares. But if you don't get your friends down here, then you'll get more than knocked around, and, well, it'll be worse for them, so we just want to talk. Think you can get them here?
Can I meet with Mr. Gork first?
No. He doesn't want to have this conversation twice.
And why didn't you just go to their houses and pick them up as well?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We don't know them. Everybody in that bar knows you. You're the great Stevie Rose. So, you were in. We figure we'd come to you. You can help us get to the others. Again, at worst, a little sore in the morning, but then again, I've seen him forgive for worse things.
I pick up my phone and I text everybody saying Epoch Hotel now, like 3 exclamation points, and then I text the mayor saying I'm at the Epoch Hotel.
Can you start to text the mayor? One of the big guys reaches for your phone to try to stop him.
Yeah, I use my ninjutsu moves.
Give me he's going for disarm 2. Give me a face danger.
I want to use my weakness. I want to be overconfident.
Great. Roll it at a -1.
You said face danger?
Mm-hmm.
4.
Nice.
I add that's an attention or
Yes, that's
whatever
correct.
that
Added
is.
attention. You're gonna be the only one that levels up in this game. You're like, I got it. Like you snatch your phone away from the guy. The guy looks over at the squirrely dude. The squirrely dude says, like, we don't want this. And then the big guy just literally, like, with a big open fist, just right in the back of your head. You see stars.
Oh, shit.
He takes your phone, literally just in his hand, just sort of crushes the screen, cracks, and then he throws it over to the squirrely guy. Squirrely guy takes it, puts it in his pocket, says, "Hey, sorry about that. Look, we're trying to be polite here. That was things getting escalated. We don't need that. So we'll just wait here for your friends." Friends, are friends coming to the Epoch Hotel?
What time is it?
It's about midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you at a Tupac hotel, or is it just
It's a Tupac Hotel, but it's online.
the drawer was
Oh, ajar.
dripping inside?
Oh.
Some serious raining out there.
Yeah, I might close the dog door, put a thing down over there.
Oh, yeah. I have the plastic piece and I keep putting it in the pan. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's for the other one. We have a spare. We gave you the spare
Yeah.
one, but we'll get it from you.
Okay.
Cool.
Go
All right. Everyone's coming?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just have to tell everyone to pick up.
Or stay.
It's
Put
nice.
her arm out.
Pat her on the ass. Daddy's got to work.
Can't-
You,
I can't tell you where to go. Right
just,
now. Just stay here.
gotta go to a dangerous place. I gotta go to Riverside. One of the fanciest hotels on the planet. But, yeah. Danger. You guys all get there sort of separately.
I'm assuming you're not driving the shitty car anymore.
No, I'll take another one.
Nice. You pull in front, valet parking. You get inside. Not quite sure where to go. A dude in a red suit walks over. You're here for Stevie Rose.
That's correct.
Yes,
You're very
yes.
perceptive.
Elevator, 87th floor, North America.
Okay. That's, wow, is there 87 floors?
There are 96 floors.
Gosh. Sweat.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
How do you get in there?
Eska shows up on his motorcycle, was up either working or in somebody's house, somebody's janky flat, and kind of walks in like full like motorcycle gear and cigarette.
No even foul look about them. Just like you belong. You are here for Miss Stevie Rose?
Yeah, know where I can find her.
87th floor.
Appreciate it.
Elevators are right over there. When you get up to the 87th floor, they will check you for weapons, phones, just standard protocol. They tell you the same thing. How do you get there?
Taxi.
Same thing. Here from Miss Stevie Rose, 87th floor. When you get up on the floor, they'll check you for weapons, phones, just standard protocol.
Anyways.
Okay.
Are we in the elevator together?
No. You guys get the 87th floor. Check for weapons. Wires, like they literally like do a little.
Boy, this is something. Quite the operation.
Doesn't say anything. Points to a door that's sort of ajar. You walk over to it. There's Stevie sitting in a nice chair having, I don't know, tea. Probably green tea. You don't want to. Old people aren't good with caffeine that late.
Fuck that, I'm drinking bourbon.
Oh shit. Sorry, bourbon. It's a good layout. It's a nice place.
It's been a while, Stevie. So
There
it didn't
are-
take long.
There are now 4 goons in the room with you. They're just standing. They're also some standing, some sitting, and a dude who has not taken off his cream-colored fedora, who says, "Mr. Montgolfier, welcome. Sit down. Have a seat.
Yeah, thank you.
Glad you're here with us today."
I suppose I am as well.
Just conversation, just some general conversation, and then he goes back to look at his phone and not doing anything. They've taken your phone. Did you bring any weapons that they took?
No.
Of course not. Don't be silly.
I'm a professor.
My only weapon is my mind.
Also French. I use love as a weapon.
Wow. Nice. They take your penis. They're like, "Oh, you can't bring this in here."
It's registered.
Eska, any problems? Any weapons? Anything?
Pocket knife, but nothing serious.
They take it. Take your phone. Put in a little thing. There's a little door that's ajar. You walk in. At some point, little squirrely guy gets a call. Hangs up. 2 more dudes come in. Then Eska comes in. And the 2 dudes, they don't seem threatening. They literally just sit down. As far as you know, they're just keeping things casual. This isn't really your gig, but you're pretty smart. Your guess is this is mostly just deterrent, making sure nobody goes crazy. Like they're keeping things unfair, but mostly just for, like, no one's like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
Yeah, just chilling, looking on their phones, doing their shit or whatever.
Lots of goons.
Yeah. See it? He, like, has his hands resting in his pockets.
Next phone call. Frank's like, 2 more goons come in. You come in from your cab. Now it's a little rainy outside. Are you here to see Miss Stevie Rose? I don't know why I'm French all of a sudden. I'm here to see Miss Stevie Rose.
I received a message that she was here and wanted my presence. Yes.
Yes, excellent. If you just go to the elevators, she's on the 87th floor. They will check you for weapons and take your phone. Just standard protocol. All right.
All right.
Head to the elevator. Bring any weapons.
I have the axe with me.
This guy tries to take your axe.
I think I would probably like before I start getting patted down is tell them like I have a weapon and I will give it to you, but I need to have it in sight. I'm not going to leave it behind. So if you want to carry it in with me, that's fine, and you can be in control of. You can have it in the room, but I need it in the room with me. Is that fair?
No. No. Boss has no weapons and they all stay in the case.
Where
He's a very important person, so no weapons allowed in the room.
Where is it going to be?
He points to you see the case. There's a little glass case with a lock and stuff on it. It's probably the size of, I don't know, maybe that chair. A couple shelves on it. Looks like there's a
Aragorn
little
left
boxes
his,
with things.
out there, so it's okay.
Aragorn?
Yeah. Sorry, that's the deep cut token.
And the thing looks big. It's not like anyone could pick it up and carry it. It's like a little, I mean, it's not a safe, but it is a big locked glass cabinet. It'll just be in that room right there. There's a little door, there's a jar.
The door is ajar.
Alright, in the interest in advancing the story, I will leave the axe. I don't want to.
I'm like,
Dude knows.
you go in the door. Open the door. Just a big empty room. Guy clubs you in the head and knocks you the fuck out. That's roll stop for the night.
Not the same room that we're in.
No, not at all.
Okay. Alright.
That's what the audience sees. You go, is this the clunk?
Nice. That's great.
That's a good stopping place. Sweet. Here's the thing we didn't do last time. Thanks for joining us on another thrilling journey through the Darkholme Chronicles. We hope you enjoy delving deeper into the mysteries of the City of Mist by Amit Moshe. A huge thank you to all our viewers and listeners for your continued support. Your engagement truly means the world to us. If you're loving the adventures in the Darkholme Chronicles, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Magic Mice Productions. Your support helps us continue creating exciting content for you. We also want to hear from you, so feel free to leave comments and share your thoughts on the show. Your feedback is invaluable as we strive to make each episode better than the last. Until next time, remember, stay curious, and we look forward to seeing you at the next episode